What's the first thing you think about with a keyboard and mouse? Hmm? Well, let's talk about it. Okay, this is a response to Osgoey Tech Show, the video about his MIDI on keyboard. Now, from just looking at the keyboard, I can't really judge a keyboard unless I've typed on it. I mean, that's only fair. Same with the mouse. It's a nice looking keyboard. I love the chiclet keys on it. That's just sexy. And for that reason, I've loved the Apple keyboards too, the newer ones. The new Apple keyboards are gorgeous, and they feel great to type on. However, Apple's mice are garbage. They always have been garbage. But even more so now with the Magic Mouse. I got to use the Magic Mouse at an Apple store, and it's heavy. It's a very heavy set mouse, and not ergonomic at all. It's just a terrible mouse. That, and it's Bluetooth only. What about the people who don't have Bluetooth in their computers? Fail. Anyway. That keyboard looks pretty nice, dude. I like it. It's got... I'm just curious as to how the keys feel. I mean, there's some keys that feel like... There's some keys that use rubber membranes, so it feels like you're typing on a piece of silicone or something. Is that what it feels like, or does it just feel like a soft keyboard, like on my server setup, for example, this thing? It's just sort of a... It's not rubber, but it's just kind of a soft press down on the key. A soft impact, shall we say. Now, this is a good opportunity for me to talk about wireless peripherals, because I've wanted to talk about this for a while, but I think now's a good opportunity since, yeah, let's get on with it. Excuse me. Let's say you have a desktop computer, like I do. I have several desktop computers, actually. And you don't move around very much. The desktop doesn't move. The keyboard and mouse don't move anywhere. You just use it in the stationary spot the whole time. If you do that, I'd say there's no point in having wireless at all, really. Because it's just going to waste batteries if it's just there the whole time. You know, I mean, for a desktop computer, I just don't think it's very useful, unless the particular keyboard or mouse you want only comes in wireless. Like, if that keyboard's the best keyboard you've ever used and it only comes in wireless, by all means get it. Same with the mouse. But for me, I can live with stuff that I really, really like, but is wired. Like, the best keyboard I've ever owned. IBM Model M. I love this thing. It is nice. I mean, it has clicky keys too. This particular one is from 1987, or 88 actually, 1988. So this is an old keyboard, but look at the condition of it. It is beautiful, and it's a dream to type on. And as you can see here, I have a very generic Logitech wireless mouse, or Logitech wired mouse, optical. Now, the thing about mice that I use, I do not like complicated mice. I don't like the mice with thousands of buttons on the side and, you know, specially shaped for gamers, all that fun stuff. Now, look how this mouse fits to my hand. Very ergonomic. It just fits straight into my palm perfectly. It's very nice that way. The one thing this thing does have is those scroll wheels where you press to the side. You press side to side and they're buttons. That I don't mind so much, because that could be pretty useful. But as far as mice go, wired, simple mice are my favorite. And my mouse pad is burnt face, man. Alright. And that's the simple gist of it for a desktop for me. Now, for mobile solutions, I think they're perfect. Like, for example, if you carry a netbook around and you hate touchpads, or the touchpad on your netbook you cannot stand, but the netbook itself, like, let's say you have a netbook and every part of it is awesome except for the trackpad. That's when a wireless mouse is perfect. In mobile solutions, a laptop, a netbook, it'll do you really well. Like, especially if you have a gaming laptop, you're gonna need a mouse. Like, if you bring a gaming laptop to LAN parties, I'd suggest a wireless mouse, just because some mice come with really short cords, and you don't want that getting in the way when you're gaming. But if it's just a laptop you bring around to browse the internet and stuff, like that's what a netbook would be used for normally. That'd be perfect. I mean, I use the netbooks I use them for IRC chat, IMing, looking at random stuff on the internet, diagnostics. I use the netbooks for diagnostics more than any other computer. They're the best diagnostic computer you can buy. And having wireless peripherals for a diagnostic computer is pretty nice. Now, in the community I'm in, TeamSpeak server I'm in, I'm pretty notorious for bashing anything wireless because I hate wireless crap. I really do. Mainly because I hate and it's not because I hate the products, it's because I hate batteries big time. I mean, when a battery runs out on a wireless peripheral, I'm just like, I mean, it's just that annoying. Let's say you're playing a video game. Like, let's say you had wireless stuff on your desktop and you're playing a video game. When you run out of batteries on the keyboard or the mouse, you don't have control of your game anymore. So it's like, lol, what? And then, of course, so the whole idea of these wireless peripherals on a desktop doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, anyway. Now, let's say you go to a home theater PC that's behind a TV, mounted behind a TV in your living room, like a big 30-inch TV in your living room, maybe even a 42-inch. And your coffee table's like several feet away across the room. You could put a wireless keyboard and mouse on the coffee table, and that would be perfect for an HT PC. Like, let's say you're running Windows Media Center, Xbox Media Center, or Myth TV on a box behind your TV. That's when a wireless keyboard would be perfect. And same with the wireless mouse, because you don't, let's say in a living room, you don't want to run wires across your floor. It just looks bad. People trip over them. It could break the keyboard. It could pull the computer off of its mounts. It could break the USB ports. All sorts of things that just generally aren't good. So I'd say for that it's perfect. That's the one situation that I'd love it. But yeah, that's my opinion on wireless peripherals. I mean, I think they're kind of pointless on the desktop, but they're excellent for mobile solutions and home theater solutions. That's my opinion on that. I thought I'd add that into the response to Tim, and yeah, like the keyboard, dude. Like the looks of it. Although I can't really comment on the feel of it. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I can say. So, have a good one, everybody. Ciao.